Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be looking at some Power League Legendary Free gameplay. As you guys know, I've been grinding a lot this season, and to be honest, over the past few days, I've not really had a lot of time because of qualifiers and preparation and whatever else, but I'll be showing a few games that I thought were really close. But as you can see here, I've tilted a little bit, but that's nearly halfway already to Masters. I've not played in about 2 days, so gone down from 3rd to 5th at the moment, but overall looking like we're going to be reaching Masters pretty soon, considering we've got about 60 days left of the season. Hopefully we will be able to get it and not tilt, fingers crossed. So yeah, we're going to be keeping up with the Power League content on both channels, so if you like this type of content, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Alright guys, so going into the first game recordings, I'm going to have it like this time around, because I can't quite actually shorten down the gameplay, if you get what I mean. You can't actually see the percentages at the left and the right top corner, so you're gonna have to bear with me on this one. But seeing the bans, both teams ban Bell, so Sprout a really good option if it's last pick. As I constantly say on Power League, you can only really pick like tanks on most modes, or like throwers as a last pick, because most of the time you can just get hard countered by aggro stuff. But assessing their comp, I do counter at least 2 to 3 of those brawlers, Crow and Piper. In the first interactions, I'm going to be able to free tap both of them, so a really good pick there. So both my teammates do go down in the early stages, so not looking the best at the moment, even though we're winning our lane quite comfortably. I think we managed to they're going to manage to get this one pretty easily. Actually no, it's a tie. Okay, that probably works out in our favor here. This game was like about from 2 days ago. But MP Berry, if you guys watched any of the monthly qualifier games, like Empire just missed out on qualification this time around. Impy Bear, a very good player and at the top of Power League, so we're able to get control now. So with Sprout, basically I just don't want to feed, they can't feed this Crow. If this Crow gets super or anything else, it's going to be really tough for me, because that's going to be free kill for Crow. But if we don't feed this super for a long time, I'm going to have a good time. So June with a really nice pull, we're able to get the kill as well. So I'm going to use Gadget here just to block the lane. I don't think the Crow expected that whatsoever, but I'm able to tap him 3 times. Also, Nissa is a really good player as well, facing up against him. But if you've seen my Sprout gameplay this monthly qualifiers, you would see that pretty underrated Sprout. People don't really seem to talk much about my Sprout gameplay. That's maybe because I haven't played him in a while, but yeah, I feel like I play a really good Sprout, especially on Siege. The Overgrowth and Transplant meta, I don't know, I just really do enjoy it. So I'm going to use a Sprout wall here just to block off the Amber, make it really easy for my teammates to take him down. So I'm just going to focus some fire and get some damage. My Stu does a really good job to make sure that I'm alive here. As you can see, he acknowledges that, he pins, he knows what's going down here. So we're in a really good position, 3 to 4 in bolts. You can't actually see the percentages, but obviously we got the first or the early robots so far. And there's only about 25% left on their Ike. And now really good bolt collection by our Stu. He's able to bank that one. I'm able to bank one as well. And it's just no way, as long as I delayed it long enough so they can pick up the bolts, we're going to pick it up. So we do manage to get the first round right there. As you can see, some wiggles, a bit of BM. You love to see it. So I kind of like this game, as I said, just because it's a smart pick. You can literally, a lot of times in Power League, when your last pick, it probably is the most influential one, I would say, honestly. If you get your bans right, you will always want the last pick, because you can, if you're smart enough, you can hard counter the enemy team. So yeah, going into round 2, I well, it's actually good from the Stu. He's telling me to go down the right, which was fair enough. Definitely should have gone there a lot quicker, because he's recognized. So basically, from what happened there, is that Crow went down the left hand lane. I completely wrecked him, and they're gonna know for sure, or the Stu knows for sure, that they're gonna just switch lanes. So yeah, we get the first robot right there, which is really crucial, especially with a Sprout, or just in bot drop in general. Getting that first robot probably is the most crucial part of the game, just because it's going to be really hard for enemy team to actually push back up. So I'm going to try my hardest to try and get that bolt. Unfortunately, I don't manage to get it. Stu tries, Gene tries really hard as well to get it, but we can't. Piper does have Gadget activated, so we're just going to run away from that. So that's Stu. He's doing a good job as well, getting that turret behind there. So I've made a really bad error here. So if you actually look back at that, I would have recognized that the Amber started down on the left. I seen the fire in the grass, and I was just, in my mind, I was like, oh wait, the Amber's probably on defense somewhere. And then she just pops up out of nowhere. So unfortunately, you can't really communicate that in Power League. Like, if that was in teams and I was playing with Drage and Tom, that would have been something so easily avoided. But obviously, in Power League, you can't avoid that. So somehow, some way, I think my teammates do a really good job of keeping control of the middle. And we still get the round, even though it looked really messy there. So I was debating whether to put a wall there, but the crow didn't seem to connect to jump on me whatsoever. So it wasn't even needed. The Piper, I don't really know what the Piper's doing. I don't know what that wall was either. That was a bit of a wasted wall. I think that was more so BM and whatever else. So yeah, we do get some additional damage here. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have just suicided it in for damage, because now they're going to be in a really good position for this last robot. So yeah, definitely an error on my part. I should have just played it a lot more safer. We were literally only one bolt down. I didn't even need to like suicide it in for some damage. Crow gets a nice slow. Honestly, I don't know why the Crow kept so many gadgets for the last engagements. As a Crow, you kind of want to use those gadgets in as many early engagements as possible. I don't know if he really had any chance to, but you get what I'm saying there. So I'm going to keep the pressure on these two. These two are really low in the background and not in a good position to do any damage. So I'm going to get ready for the Sprout Wall. To be honest, not really the best timing on the Sprout Wall, and they couldn't really get the position on that wall either. But yeah, I'm keeping them back. The Amber's just too low, not in position to do any damage, and there's just no way we're going to get the damage in time. So we're able to clutch up right there, as you can see by the enemies. Really good ranking on Nissa and Bereva, really good players in general. So you can see by the bar, didn't even go too much, to be honest. But yeah, that's going to be the first game right there. Got a couple more to go. Let's hop right into it. All right, guys, so heading into the next game. So currently it is 1-1 in this Power League game. And as you can see, I've gone with a Cole. I had a Cole last pick. They went for M's quite early as well. I think Bell was definitely a first choice on their side of things. So with Power League plays, the brawlers that you want to be going at the most are like the Jeans, the Bells, the Jesse, Ruffs, Amber. They're really good as well. I don't know what I'm doing with my super there. I do a good job to get initial control though. Or Jesse just managing to go down there. Can't quite get the max. But if you probably recognize as well. Carol, really good player. Definitely a very underrated player currently in the competitive scene. I don't think he's actually on the team right now, but whenever I face off against Carol, it's always a good game. So I'm going to use Gadget here, because even if Ems gadgets me back, I'm going to be able to kill her because she's close to a wall. So maybe a bit of position error from Carol there, but I'll just take good advantage from that. So I know with my super, I'm just going to be able to destroy a Belle, especially considering Belle hasn't got her super. So I'm just doing a really good job of being annoying on this right lane. This is what I call really does. The only really counter I was kind of scared of, well, for like a Crow, any sort of aggro, is a Gene defensive lane. Like, they've got no brawlers that can really deal with my constant aggression. So I'm just going to use Gadget here. I'm going to waste time. Our teammates don't manage to take down that left. I don't really know what this Amber was doing going down the right. Like, we have such a big lead. There was really no point of going up whatsoever. Like, all I have to keep doing is wasting time. It's not like with we need to catch up on it any time. Just literally, if you're on a defensive lane, and especially where we've got the lead, just keep that lane no matter what. Just stay there. You're gonna have two people probably on our team looking to defend there. So Jesse's really weak here. I think they recognize that. So that's kind of the point where you want to push up in parallel plays. When you start to get your the other team weak, you want to collectively push together as a team. And even if you've not got your defensive zone captured, you kind of just want to do that. That's kind of like the rule of thumb in parallel plays. Once a couple of people are low, you want to push it in. So Amber just go down again. I don't really know their positioning from our Amber. Just kind of wild at the minute. A bit messy, but I'm able to get super here. And I can use super just for a bit of mobility. So obviously with Cole, you're going to be super fast without super. You can just get into position. Able to take down the Bell there and get some good value on the M's. So that's going to be a win for us. A little bit of wiggles because I think one of them was BM in the last game. Can't really remember, but I think I was just really happy to play with Berry because we always just seem to win in Power League. But yeah, that is going to be another dub for us managing to clutch up in the end. Let's hop into the next game. All right, guys, so jumping into the final game of the video, I wanted to show off a little bit of layer cake gameplay and also what it's like to be carried in Power League. Generally, I don't get the best randoms, but Adri, a really good player. And in these two games, I think I'm only going to show the one, but the first game especially, on the Piper, I think he had like 7 stars straight away. He just carried me so hard. But yeah, I wanted to show some late cake gameplay. So you can see here, I do get pulled, but luckily enough, Adri with the snipes, he's able to save me. So they've gone Leon. I went Cole as a 5th pick. Again, I kind of do like Cole in Power League, especially when I assess their comp. In Bounty, Cole's just overall a good brawler to have because you can be really aggressive with your gadget a lot of times. Not really the best against a Gene, but just overall, as I said, like aggression, like a good against a Bell when I catch her off guard. But able to get the lead there. If you can't quite see that, I think we're only up by like 1 star. I can't really see that. Actually, no, we're not more than that. We've got a blue star in hand as well. Unfortunately, our Piper is marked though, so any incoming damage is going to be really, really bad for us. I've still got a bad matchup on the Gene. I'm still just trying to take him down. Luckily enough, our Brock is able to pop off. You can just see there, Leon, even at that range, just because Adri is marked, able to do a lot of damage. So Leon going invisible here. Honestly, like a Leon against our comp should really pop off. Leon counters basically all of our brawlers. Well, like a really good counter to Cole, but if he hasn't got his ammo, I'm able to take him down. So really good return, super from that Brock. So basically, again, you can't see the stars, but we were in the deficit there, but Brock being able to clutch up some nice combined snipes from a Brock and a Piper there to confirm the kill. So currently up, we know Leon's got super here. I'm just looking to protect our Brock because he has got the blue star. I know Leon's probably invisible, so here is a good example of how you can catch a Leon off guard when low on ammo. My Cole super just does so much damage in here. I thought it was going to be a really risky situation, but again, Adri's able to pop off. So yeah, that's how it is when you get carried in Power League. So it's going to be the final game. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this short video on my Power League grind currently. I don't know how much time I'm going to have dedicated to pushing Power League because I've got a bunch of scrims leading up to the monthly finals, so only gonna probably have like a couple of hours a day to push Power League, and knowing matchmaking, probably not going to get a lot of games or progress, but I'll be looking to upload this on the main channel or the second channel throughout this week, so make sure you're tuned in for that. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.